Hey guys, it's Amy. Um, I had a really intense, conversation with my mother today. We just come back from lunch and we were sitting in the car and we were talking about weight loss surgery and things like that, and I had this feeling of not understanding what really defines me anymore. Um, I think that was the biggest thing about who I was in the past was my weight. It's it's not funny. I was rather large even as a child, and I always defined myself with that, with the fact that I was obese. And I never really figured out who I was in that initial time because that's how I was defined. I was the bigger person. Like, if someone were talking to my siblings and my brother said oh, my sister today, and they'd be like, what sister? I imagine that my brother would say the fat one. Or if I was out hanging with my friends and someone's like, look at those group of people over there, I like that one, and the guy's like, which one? I wouldn't not that he would ever say the fat one, but it would probably be like, well, not the fat one. So I've always pretty much defined myself by my weight. And now that, according to the interwebs, I'm considered an average weight for a female, the average size of a female, which is, I think, size 16. And I wear a size 16 now. 16, not 60. So now I have, this issue of who am I? Like, when people think of me, what are they going to think about? There are people that might think of me as my success and my victory against obesity. But what about the people who haven't known me when I was huge? What about the people I'm going to meet as I go on? They're not going to define me by my weight. They're not going to define me by my victories or what I went through, my journey. What are they going to see in me that's going to define who I am? So, I mean, I had to do a bit of, self-seeking, would be the right word, to figure out what would I be most remembered as when the day comes that I'm not around. And it's nice to be remembered as someone who went through this journey and had this victory after spending their whole life being overweight to finally being what the world would consider average. How am I gonna define myself? And that's just something that's been on my mind today a lot. What is the most noticeable thing about me? And I mean, there are things that I know that I have that are positive, attributes or characteristics. But are they definable? Are they what make me me? What makes me me? And I wonder if there's anyone, else in this world, not just people that went through, the surgery, but, people everywhere and anywhere that don't know exactly how to answer that questions about themselves. What makes them them? What makes them stand out from the crowd? So that's just kind of something that's been on my mind lately. It's kind of one of the most powerful questions that I've ever asked myself, because really my weight was always the answer. My weight really did define me, and as someone who used to say all the time, like, my weight doesn't define me, it doesn't make me who I am, when you've lived like that for so long, your weight really does start to define who you are and how people know you. So, I guess this is like a weird kind of vlog today, but I don't know. But I mean, like, maybe asking this question's gonna, like, I don't want to seek the answer from someone else. I think that's something that you need to learn about you. Like, what would you define yourself as? But I'm curious to see, like, if people ever really even thought about it. Like, what really defines them? Like, what makes them them? So, this is a super short video today. It's not an update about weight loss. It's not any update, although I do want to point out my awesome choker that my aunt gave me, my Aunt Jamie, and my cousins, and my whole that family. I don't want to say their last names because that would be awful, but my aunt. So, I guess that's, yay, I'm wearing chokers now. But that was kind of like, not right though, maybe it's hater. But that was kind of my, my situation today and what I've been thinking about, and I guess something that I can do to help me grow more. Thinking is always a good thing, you know? Asking yourself important questions and having to think about the answer instead of having people figure out the issue yourself. Or no, I'm sorry. Help. Yeah, what am I saying? Instead of people not letting you figure out the issue and then trying to give you, I guess, advice or, you know, the answer. This is always good to reflect on your inner self. Okay, enough rambling. So, thanks for watching. If anyone watched. Well, thanks for watching. And, yeah, I guess